Well, that wasn't pretty. They lost a bunch of stuff on the road. Cool water, right? Not really. So that system is, that water quality in that bottle doesn't look very good to you, but that system is got no pitting, proper pitting. And you've got two steamers bringing the water up to 210 and 250 degrees, and they're between them moving about 12 gallons a minute. They move it into about a 300-gallon pit, and that water's pumped up into the system where you saw it running. The first one was filtered water. The second one was water being staged to be filtered. It was separated water, and then that water gets pumped from when you come back, that tank, that water gets pumped back to the same steamers and reused. The water in the bottle that you saw, I took from the water pouring into the first one you saw, tank 2. That's water going into stage to go to filtered water going back to the steamers. Anyway, that water in that bottle probably doesn't look too good to you, but if you knew these systems and how this stuff works, and the fact that that is going around and around and around, and it's washing more oil tools again and again and again and being cleaned, that water quality is really good. I am absent a chemical that I need to really get that water quality better, more clear, and a little less odor. It doesn't really have a lot of odor to it. You can't smell it through the camera. But anyway, I did not turn the camera on to talk about something as petty as a water treatment system today. I would like to use the water treatment system to illustrate a greater point. When you set those water treatment systems up, they are automated. They do things on their own, and you can change the time that the water takes to flow through the system by choking the flow rates back. You can change the way the floats, turn the pumps on and off. The one thing that is a constant, and you have to meet it, is the steamers use the water that they use, and you have to feed them. You have to clean enough water to feed them, and a little bit more. You have to separate enough water to feed the filters, to feed the steamers, and a little bit more. And it is really difficult to set all that up. And the bigger thing that I want to talk about, the greater point that I have, is the importance of being still. You can go out and you can set one of those water treatment systems up in a matter of minutes. If the flow rate is off, you can set that thing up in 10 minutes, and have it running, and it'll run, But if you really want to get good water quality out of it, you have to stick with it. You have to watch it cycle. You have to know, first off, you have to know what's in your waste stream. Turn that off. That's annoying. You're in the turn lane. Everybody knows you're going to turn. You have to stop and drop and roll. No, I'm kidding. You're not on fire here. You have to stop and be observant. You have to watch the thing operate, and that can take 30, 40 minutes sometimes. And it's really hard to stop and be still It's really hard to stop and be still and watch that thing go through its paces. And I spent 20 minutes today resetting the flow rates through the system. The water coming from the clarifier tank into the first tank, which was the second one you saw in that little video, it wasn't going in fast enough. So I had to make some adjustments, and I had to fiddle with it. And it's fiddly. That whole system is fiddly. But you saw that water, and you got to know that water has not been cleaned out of that system, vac trucked out or anything in months, 6 months, 8 months. It hasn't been a whole year, but it's been a long time since they cleaned that water out. And that's the clarity of water we have, and we're cleaning sand and unprocessed, unrefined oil out of oil tools. It's really gross. The wash pad, your feet stick to it. You know, it's tar almost. Anyway, you have to be able to stop. And my greater point, if you've stuck it this long through the video, you probably don't need to hear this, because you already have the patience that's required. You probably already know what I'm talking about. But the greater point that I have is it is so important to know when to stop and be still and observe. We've lost that as a people. We've lost that as individuals. Nobody knows how to stop and listen. Everybody's go to the next thing, go to the next thing, go to the. Don't get me wrong. When it's go time, baby, go. You got to do it. It's got to be done right now. You got to do it. But when it isn't go time, you got to stop and watch what's going on around you and observe. You have to learn the environment, and there's a time for that. And we've lost how to do that as a people, I think. There's so many times. There's nobody's going to watch this. This is just me talking to myself, basically. And that's a problem. The whole concept, I'm giving you a rounder picture of the point that I'm trying to make. I'm giving you an illustrated point to kind of give you a better idea. And I'm sure there's something better in your life that you can relate to, where if you'd have just stopped and listened, things would have gone so much better for you. Think back, you know. But quit playing with your fidget spinner. Quit twitching around with your phone. Quit talking. People will get tense and they will get uptight and they will lose interest in what you're talking about. And this is a perfect example. So many people, if you started watching it, you turned it off. It's really important to learn how to stop and be still and just observe what's going on around you. Wisdom is gained through experience. Experience is gained through observation and doing. So if you can learn to stop when it's appropriate, be still, and observe what's going on around you, you cannot imagine you cannot imagine how much wisdom you will gain. Alright guys, that was my big serious topic for today. Show off a little bit of clean water. I know that water looks like hell if you don't know, but that's really cool to get that without the right chemicals too. You know, I don't have the polymer I need to drop that water out and get that stuff out of there. I'll do another video when I get the polymer and I'll show you how that works, and it is amazing. Anyway, that's my point. That's my deal. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I doubt it. And I will catch you on the next one.